For days, a man had noticed movement around his cabin in the woods and finally decided to investigate.
Hey! You're on private property!
While searching his private property, he spotted a dark figure, seemingly carrying a light. As he got closer, the figure emerged from the shadows, remaining eerily silent. Since then, he hasn't seen the figure again, but he can't shake the feeling that he's not alone. A Reddit user shared some mysterious photos captured on their deer cam. The first image appeared normal, but an hour later, the second showed a 10-degree temperature drop and a human-shaped figure. While sudden temperature drops are often associated with paranormal activity, skeptics argue it could simply be a coincidence. Is this evidence of the supernatural, or is there a logical explanation? The debate continues. In June 2018, Hakan Aysal and his pregnant wife Semra were on holiday in Butterfly Valley, Turkey. As they hiked along the scenic trails, other hikers couldn't shake the feeling that something about the couple seemed off. Their behavior was so unusual that one passerby decided to secretly record them, just in case. Hakan and Semra were seen walking hand in hand, but at one point Hakan convinced Semra, who was afraid of heights, to approach the cliff's edge for a selfie. They reportedly spent 3 hours at the spot, which eventually prompted the recorder to move on. When they were finally alone, tragedy struck. Semra fell to her death. Hakan claimed it was an accident, but showed a surprising lack of emotion during the search efforts. Authorities later discovered that he had recently taken out a life insurance policy on her. The video footage from the hiker helped expose his crime, and Hakan was sentenced to life in prison. TikTok user Jenny Maines, known for posting casual clips with friends, shared a video of an abandoned house they came across while out in the fields. At the time of recording, Jenny didn't notice anything unusual. However, upon reviewing the footage, she spotted something unsettling. In the doorway, a shadowy figure appears to move during the first few frames. Later, another strange movement can be seen in the windows, with the figure seemingly reappearing. Viewers speculate it might be an apparition, possibly a person who once lived there. This person was hiking through a remote forest when he discovered this.
あ、こんにちは。
A blocked stone tunnel. Sitting atop the tunnel is a figure in a white shirt, facing the darkness. The man mentioned that the area is difficult to access, raising questions about who the person was and why they were there. Locals warn against visiting the area, adding to the mystery and unease surrounding the encounter. The cameraman didn't linger, backing away before leaving quickly. Dachan and his friend were exploring an abandoned temple deep in the woods. While Dachan entered the temple alone, his friend waited outside.
終わったので戻ろうと思います。カメラが大丈夫か。あれ？これなんかお墓とかにあるやつだよ。
As Dachan descended the stairs, he suddenly heard jingling bells. When he turned around, he saw this.
再生とかしたところで、皆さんが思ってるほどの金額入ってこないので、もう全然活動費で消えますよね、完全に。戻ってきた。大丈夫？どうした？どうした？カメラ持ってくれ。え？何？こけた。泥だらけじゃん。怪我してない？いやそれ見た
A white figure. Terrified, Dad-chan lost his balance, fell, and quickly rushed back to the car. To this day, he still wonders whether the figure was an actual person or something far more sinister. One day, visitors to an old cemetery in Thailand came across a truly disturbing sight. All the graves had been dug up, and the bodies, along with their caskets, had vanished. There were no signs of how it happened, no trucks, no shovels, and no footprints. According to those who had visited recently, it seemed to have occurred overnight. This eerie video remains an unsettling mystery to this day. On Halloween night, TikTok user Cassandra was awakened by strange noises outside her cabin at 3 a.m. Peering out her window, she spotted something unsettling. Her gate was moving on its own, and a shadowy figure loomed beyond the fence. When she got closer, the figure had vanished, or so she thought. Viewers later pointed out that the figure seemed to have horns, making the situation even creepier. Cassandra stayed inside and called a friend to pick her up. While nothing bad happened, she was left shaken for days, unsure of what she had truly encountered. A TikToker named Southwest Explorers was hiking deep in the Grand Canyon when they stumbled upon a mysterious hatch on a random cliff.
Alright, here we go. We have gotten close. It reminds us of Planet of the Apes, if you've seen the new one. We have no clue what this is. We are here to check this out. There's a hatch over there. Oh, that just goes right back into the mountain. Huh. So, the only way we're seeing in is through this hatch right here. Because out this way is just the edge of that cliff. How in the world are you getting into this thing? It's got to be down through here, yeah?
The hatch appeared to lead into the mountain, but there was no obvious entrance.
Okay, so the only way we have found into this thing is through this in the bottom, but it is locked. It looks like you need a key of sorts. But it is just perched up here on this, on the side of this cliff. No entrances. And then when you come around this side, no entrances that we can see. Looks like there is like an air intake or something, but it just goes right back into this mountain. Now, as we were kind of out looking, we did see this underneath this rock. That no clue what that is, and I don't know if that rock fell on that or if it was strategically placed, but it looks perfectly positioned on that thing. I don't know if that has anything to do with this giant thing right here, but let us know your thoughts. What is this thing?
When they checked the GPS coordinates, the structure appeared connected to the mountain itself. Theories suggest it could be a bunker, a pump house, or part of a larger tunnel system. Some even link it to the infamous theory about secret chambers in the Grand Canyon, which suggests hidden caves may hold ancient artifacts or evidence of lost civilizations. A Reddit user posted a terrifying video of cliff hiking in Interlaken, Switzerland. The hikers scale cliffs by stepping on hooks placed in the rock while holding onto the mountain face for support. This intense activity is not for the faint-hearted, but offers breathtaking views for those who take the risk. Would you try it? Reddit user Brittany Keel from Richmond, Vermont recently shared this video. She explained that the sounds captured in the footage often occur in the dead of night, usually around 2:30 AM, echoing through the stillness. While some viewers speculate it could be cryptids like dogmen, others believe it's just nature sounds. What do you think? A solo hiker on the Appalachian Trail was resting in his tent when he was jolted awake by strange noises.
Hello? Someone there? Hello?
As the eerie sounds grew louder, he decided to pack up and leave. Despite the unsettling encounter, he managed to leave safely, but was left wondering what, or who, might have been nearby. Del and David went to the Lockhart River area, hoping to encounter the lady in white, a ghost linked to a woman who jumped from a water tower over 120 years ago after a breakup. People often report seeing her at midnight. During their investigation, they performed a seance using a Ouija board, but things took a strange turn when they heard a woman scream and say, "Help me."
I swear, dude, I keep thinking somebody pulling down here.
Not really too afraid of ghosts and demons as much as I am people, right, Dave?
I know.
David's been held at gunpoint before.
We ain't talking about that.
Are you real?
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yo, hey. Y'all alright? Yo. Dude, somebody got hurt.
That sounded like a woman, too.
Hey. I got goosebumps, dude.
Yo, are we really gonna go down here?
Hey. Are you okay?
There's no way we can even get to whoever it is.
Maybe, like, they were down there in the water. I don't know, dude. Are we supposed to call the cops or something?
I don't really know. I feel like yes, kinda.
Could that be like an animal though?
They say bobcats do.
Yeah, like a screeching sound.
After searching and finding no one, they continued the seance, but still nothing happened. Just as they were about to leave, this happened.
Yeah, but for real though.
Get me in the damn car.
Yeah, that ain't gonna matter though, right? That we took our hands off?
I don't think so, man, because nothing even happened when we use that thing. I don't even think them things are real. I mean,
Still,
I
you just
know.
don't want to mess with it.
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but I mean, we'll try it at other places. Maybe they just don't do that here. I don't know. Maybe the spirit didn't want to do that. Instead, she wanted to scream at us for whatever reason. Dude,
What?
I swear to God, I just saw something go behind the car. Lock the door.
What?
Dude, turn your cam on. The backup cam.
Oh.
Turn it on. Dude, I swear I saw something white for real.
Oh,
Holy shit. Yep.
oh,
What the Dude, is that just somebody out there? Dude.
Get out.
Dude.
Go.
What the is that, dude? Hey! Who's out there? Who's out there?
Go. Turn my light. There it is.
Like, I can't tell, like, he was over here, right?
It's hard to tell from the backup camera. I think it was over here.
The trail right here. But it looked like it was over here. Hey! Anybody out there? Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. It was
Dude, I think that was her.
Hey!
Or somebody just f***ing with us one for real. No, we need to go down.
Who was coming out here?
Hell no!
A white figure appeared behind their car. After checking the area and finding nothing, they ended their investigation. Did they capture the lady in white? While hiking, a man and his friend spotted a grizzly bear in the distance and decided to observe it quietly. However, the situation took a chilling turn when the bear noticed them too. Grizzlies typically attack only when they feel threatened, but this one seemed unusually agitated. Thankfully, the men managed to scare the bear off before it could charge, allowing them to escape unharmed. While hiking through the jungle, a man noticed rustling in the bushes. Unable to see clearly, he grabbed his camera and zoomed in. Later, when he reviewed the footage, he was shocked by what he had captured. A face staring directly into the camera, creating an unsettling effect. The figure's identity remains a mystery, leaving viewers to speculate about its origins. Two friends were riding their scooters through the French countryside when one of them heard an eerie sound. Curious and unsettled, they started recording and went to investigate.
Oh! T'as entendu? Ça vient d'en bas ou pas? Excusez-moi! Monsieur! Attends, viens, on peut passer ici. Attends.
Attends, viens, on passe par.
Oh! Viens, rentre. Viens passer. Prends tes affaires, c'est un piège. Prends tes affaires vite, c'est un piège. Prends tes clés. On y va?
Écoute-moi.
Ouais.
Non, attends. Là, c'est bizarre.
On y va ou pas?
Je sais pas.
Vas-y, go.
Attends.
Wow! Oh! Ouais! Oh! Là, descends! Putain! Fais gaffe! Oh, je t'ai mouillé! Oh! Il est où? Ah putain, je me suis fait mal!
Attends, vas-y.
Oh! Je suis remouillé! Ah! Oh putain! Oh putain! Monsieur! Ah!
Beneath a bridge, they heard chilling screams, but no matter how hard they looked, they couldn't find anything. It's easy to wonder if this could all be staged, but what if it wasn't? What if it was real? But if it was, wouldn't you call the police? In April 2023, a hiker ventured into a narrow, uncharted cave, unaware of the dangers that lay ahead.
Dang. That's wild, man.
And the can that's actually kind of crazy though, the can's right there. So.
The spray paint can. Oh my gosh.
There's a little passage here. And it looks like it goes. I think I'm getting stuck.
Yeah, it looks pretty clean.
Yeah. Dude, I'm like stuck. This is a bad idea.
While navigating tight passages, his helmet and arm became stuck, triggering a wave of panic.
I feel like at this point, you can't pull me out. It's so sharp. I feel like I gotta keep going and maybe I can turn around in here. All right, my helmet's stuck. Completely stuck. Oh. Oh man, my arm was like pinned under me. Oh, this was a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Okay, I got my arm out.
After a desperate struggle, he managed to free himself, only to face another challenge: a small passage submerged in icy water.
Oh, that's not looking good.
Oh dude, did you get small?
Yeah, like really, really small. Oh, that water's freezing, man. Oh, that's not good. Dude, there's no way. I'm pushing it. I'm like down in the water. No. Actually, if we move this rock out of the way, it looks like it does. I just squeezed past this rock that was only supported on that. But look, it opens up huge. It opened up huge.
Pushing forward, he eventually discovered a massive chamber and, against all odds, found his way to safety. While filming the stunning scenery in Kamloops, British Columbia, a hiker captured something unexplainable on camera. The footage showed an unidentified object falling rapidly from the sky. Before it could be seen hitting the ground, the video abruptly ended, leaving viewers wondering what happened next. Strangely, the uploader hasn't posted anything since. Doug, a Fear Fanatics vlogger, went solo camping at East Fork State Park in Ohio. While setting up camp, he noticed a flickering light in the distance that later disappeared.
Okay, there's the light, guys. I'm gonna turn my light off. Do you see that light? Now, I don't know if that's, I'm so glad it's back on. I don't know if that's a street light. If that's a street light, I'm gonna feel like a fool. But I swear to God, it was off not too long ago, and now it's back on. And I don't really know what I should do. I feel like it's moving, but it could be the leaves on the trees just like swaying and like making it appear to be moving if it's a street light. But I'm gonna keep, and it looks like it's getting brighter, bro. This is freaking me out because I'm in the middle of the woods, dude.
During the night, footsteps and a flashlight outside his tent startled him.
I thought I heard footsteps. I'm gonna turn my light on. I do. I hear footsteps. There's something outside my tent, guys. I can see a light. Oh, I do see somebody outside. Okay.
The unknown figure approached his camp multiple times but never responded when Doug called out. Feeling unsafe, Doug packed up and left, navigating back to his car in the rain with a failing flashlight. Crystal Gonzalez was a 56-year-old mother who loved to share her adventures online and became known as the Dancing Hiking Queen. On January 6, 2023, during her climb of Mount Baldy in California, Crystal recorded a video documenting her journey.
This is a perfect visual of what we've been dealing with. This is a small one coming down. It just keeps coming from way up there. This stuff has no traction. We have to shuffle our feet across. This is the stuff I dealt with on the bowl and just decided to turn around.
The conditions were treacherous that day, and she made the wise decision to turn back for her safety. 2 days after she decided to leave Mount Baldy, she returned, attempting the hike again. In a video recorded just before sunrise, she was seen smiling, enjoying music, and embracing the hike. Tragically, shortly after this video, the California Office of Emergency Services received an SOS alert from a Garmin InReach device reporting a devastating fall. Rescuers responded swiftly, but despite their efforts, Crystal succumbed to her injuries. Crystal's story is a sobering reminder of the unpredictable dangers of hiking, even for those with experience. Reddit user NoInitial5621 shared this terrifying trail camera photo. In the image, a mysterious figure can be seen standing ominously in the frame. According to the user, the photo was taken in a remote mountaintop area, miles away from any human activity, making the sighting even more unsettling. Viewers have speculated wildly about the figure's identity, with theories ranging from a ghost or a human trespasser to something far more inexplicable. On June 25, 2024, a man filmed a strange encounter near his property. Hearing noises, he ventured closer and captured this.
It's gotta be 9 foot tall. Hey, big fella. Hey, fella.
A massive bipedal creature partially visible among the trees. Covered in grey and black fur, the estimated 9-foot-tall figure moved away after noticing the camera. Many believe this could be Bigfoot, while others think it's an elaborate hoax. With limited views, the footage remains unexplained. On September 24, 2016, Ian, a 70-year-old man, attempted to crawl through a narrow cave system called the Gentle Crawl on Hang-Up Mountain to mark his birthday. However, the experience was anything but gentle. The cave's passageways were so tight that Ian had to inch forward on his elbows, scraping against the cold limestone. Breathing space was limited and turning around was impossible. Midway through, Ian became stuck, unable to move his body except for slight pushes with his elbows. After what felt like an eternity, Ian spotted light ahead. Using every ounce of his strength, he pushed forward and finally emerged, bruised and exhausted, but alive. One night in Vietnam, a person relaxing in their jungle lodge noticed something unsettling lurking among the dense green leaves. Though it appeared human, there was something distinctly unnatural about it, and if it was a person, why were they creeping so ominously? Unfortunately, the video provided little context, leaving viewers to question whether it was real or a hoax. A wildlife camera set up to capture coyotes ended up recording something truly bizarre. Out of the darkness, a strange creature approached the camera, revealing an unsettling mix of features: cat-like ears, a wolf-like body, and a disturbingly human-like face. The footage has left viewers speculating about the creature's identity, but to this day, no one has been able to explain it. YouTuber Frosty Flakes went elk hunting in Imnaha, Oregon, when his whistle attracted a pack of wolves. Surrounded and outnumbered, Frosty and his group moved carefully as the wolves closed in, making it difficult to pinpoint their location.
Wolves are exactly on opposite sides of us.
After a tense few minutes, the wolves eventually stopped following them, but their eerie howls left a lingering sense of danger. Late at night, residents of a small town in Asia were startled by strange noises coming from an abandoned cave. Intrigued and uneasy, a group decided to investigate. What they discovered was beyond anything they could have imagined. A woman crawling on all fours. As they cautiously moved closer, she began approaching them with an unnatural, jerky motion. Overcome with fear, the group retreated, unable to make sense of what they had witnessed. When authorities later searched the cave, they found nothing. The mysterious figure had vanished without a trace. YouTuber Han Cardestler and his team were exploring a quiet, abandoned village deep in the forest when one of them noticed something unsettling in the distance.
Şimdi azıcık büyüt kanka be. Heh. Dur. La ilahe illallah Muhammeden Resulullah. La ilahe illallah. Ne yapıyor? Yes. Ya. Oy, çok. Bu ne? Oy, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kim bu? Oğlum o ne lan?
Later, from a nearby building, they spotted the figure again. To their shock, it suddenly moved closer before vanishing, only to reappear across the road.
Nereye kaç? Ya bismillah. Oğlum şurada. Kadın çapta aşağı kalmış. Beyaz şey gitti.
Han suspected it might be a spirit, but feared there could be darker forces at work. Overwhelmed by fear, they decided to leave the area. In the summer of 2010, Donna Cooper, her daughter Gina, and her friend Jenny Ling went on a day trip to Death Valley. After visiting some spots in Death Valley, they got back in their car to return home in Nevada. Little did they know, they would not make it back home. While driving back home, they spotted a sign for another famous Death Valley attraction known as the racetrack and decided to visit it. But on their way to the racetrack, they got lost due to faulty GPS directions. Stranded with no gas, they spent the night in their car before searching for help the next day. As they went searching for help the next day, they wrote this message on their car. Fortunately, they found abandoned trailers with expired food and drinkable water, providing some relief. At the same time, Donna's daughter Sky had felt an uneasy silence when her mother hadn't contacted her the night before and sensed something was wrong. Checking her bank account, she noticed her mother's last spending was in a shop in Death Valley. Sky contacted the authorities in California and the rescue mission had started. Meanwhile, the three tourists settled down for another night in Death Valley, hoping that someone would find them. By the morning of day 3, the expectations of finding the women alive were basically zero. For 6 long hours, a helicopter searched for the women in Death Valley. Just as the pilots turned to leave, they decided to take one last pass over the Saline Valley. Suddenly, they spotted an abandoned car and a woman waving a yellow blanket. The helicopter landed and rescued the group of women. Now, let's watch this next terrifying video.